Have you ever woken up feeling like your body just isn't as strong as it used to be? Maybe you've noticed it's harder to get up from your chair, or you feel a little unsteady on your feet. You're not alone. So many people over 60 start feeling this way and assume it's just part of getting older. But what if I told you that's not entirely true? The truth is, a lot of what we blame on age actually comes from small, everyday habits that sneak up on us over time. And the good news? You can change them starting today. Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and for years, I've helped seniors just like you stay strong, energetic, and independent well into their golden years. Today, I want to share 5 common mistakes that might be slowing you down, and more importantly, exactly how to fix them. These aren't drastic changes or complicated routines. They're simple tweaks that can make a world of difference in how you feel every day. Whether it's keeping your muscles strong, staying steady on your feet, or even just having more energy, these tips will help you take control of your health in a way that feels doable and rewarding. So if you're ready to feel more like yourself again, to move easier, sleep better, and enjoy life without constant aches or fatigue, stick with me. Let's start with the first habit that might be holding you back. Let's talk about something we all do way too much of: sitting. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I take my daily walk. Isn't that enough? Here's the surprising truth. Even if you were getting some exercise, those long hours in your favorite chair could be working against you in ways you don't even realize. Picture this: you settle in after breakfast to read the paper or watch your favorite show. An hour passes, then 2. When you finally get up, do your knees feel stiff? Maybe your lower back aches a little. That's your body sending you an important message. Research shows that sitting for too long at a stretch slows your circulation, weakens your muscles, and can even affect how clearly you think. Take my patient George, a lively 72-year-old who came to me puzzled about why his daily walks weren't preventing his back pain and leg weakness. When we tracked his habits, we discovered he was sitting for 4 5-hour stretches without moving. Here's what changed everything for him: setting a simple timer for every 30 minutes to stand up and do just 2 minutes of movement, maybe some gentle stretches, walking to get a glass of water, or even just shifting his position. Within weeks, his stiffness improved dramatically, and he had more energy throughout the day. Here's an easy test. Next time you're sitting for a while, notice how you feel when you first stand up. If there's any stiffness or discomfort, that's your cue to move more often. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Just consistent little breaks to keep your body happy. Try standing during TV commercials or walk around when you read on the phone. These small changes add up to big benefits for your strength, circulation, and overall vitality. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: your body's changing needs when it comes to food, especially protein. You might be eating the same way you did in your 50s and thinking, "I'm not hungry for more." But here's something crucial: after 60, your body actually needs more protein to maintain the same muscle mass. And muscle isn't just about strength, it's your mobility, your balance, and your independence all wrapped together. Remember Richard, who I mentioned earlier? At 68, he was eating normally but couldn't understand why simple things like carrying groceries or getting up from the sofa were becoming such chores. His meals looked fine: some chicken here, a salad there, but they weren't giving his muscles what they needed. Now that he's in his 60s. Here's why: as we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein. So even if you're eating the same amount, you're actually getting less benefit from it. The good news: fixing this is deliciously simple. Richard started adding protein to every meal: an egg with breakfast, some Greek yogurt as a snack, maybe some beans in his salad. Not huge portions, just consistent quality protein throughout the day. Within weeks, he noticed his legs felt stronger climbing stairs, and that worrying arm weakness when reaching for things gone. Try this quick check: can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? If that's getting difficult, your muscles might be asking for more protein. You don't need to overhaul your diet, just think protein first when planning meals. A palm-sized portion of fish, A couple of eggs or a scoop of cottage cheese can make all the difference in keeping you strong and independent. And here's a bonus protein dozen tea, just help your muscles. It keeps you feeling full longer, gives you steady energy, and even helps your body recover faster when you do get active. It's like giving your body the high-quality building materials it needs to keep you moving well through your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let me ask you something personal. How did you sleep last night? If you read like many of my patients, you might have said, "Not as well as I used to." But here's what most people get wrong. Needing less sleep as we age is actually a myth. Your body still needs those precious 7-8 hours. It's just that getting them becomes trickier and the consequences of poor sleep become more serious. Take Frank, a 71-year-old retired teacher who came to me exhausted. He accepted waking up 3-4 times a night as normal for his age. But when we looked deeper, we found his blood pressure was creeping up. His memory wasn't as sharp, and he was drinking more coffee just to get through the day. Here's what changed everything for Frank and what might help you too. First, we tackled his evening routine. That after-dinner coffee, switched to decaf. The late-night news? Now he watches it earlier. We created a simple pre-bed ritual, some light stretching, turning down the lights, maybe reading a book. Within weeks, Frank was sleeping through the night again. And here's the amazing part, his morning blood pressure readings improved by 15 points. Why does this matter so much? Because deep sleep is when your body does its most important repair work. It's when your brain clears out toxins, your muscles recover, and your immune system recharges. Miss that quality sleep night after night, and you're not just tired, you're missing out on your body's natural healing time. Here's a simple test. Do you wake up feeling refreshed, or does it take you an hour and 2 cups of coffee to feel human? If it's the latter, your sleep quality needs attention. The solution isn't complicated. It's about creating the right conditions for sleep. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, avoid screens before bed, and try to maintain consistent sleep times. Small changes can lead to dramatically better rest and better days. Here's something that might shock you. The simple act of standing on one leg could tell you more about your future health than most blood tests. I know that sounds dramatic, but balance is the silent foundation of everything we do as we age. And yet, it's something most of us completely overlook until it's too late. Let me tell you about Edward, a 74-year-old who considered himself active because he walked daily. Then one ordinary morning, he reached for a coffee mug, lost his balance, and fell. Thankfully, he wasn't seriously hurt, but that moment scared him into action. When we tested his balance, having him stand on one foot near a counter for support, he could barely manage 5 seconds. That's when we started what I call stealth balance training. The beautiful part? You don't need special equipment. Edward began by practicing standing on one foot while brushing his teeth, holding the counter if needed. He did sit-to-stand movements from his favorite chair without using his hands. Within weeks, he could hold that one-legged stance for 20 seconds, and more importantly, he felt confident moving around his home again. Here's why this matters so much. Falls are the #1 cause of injury in seniors, but they almost entirely preventable. Good balance comes from 3 things: strong legs, a stable core, and a nervous system that's constantly practicing coordination. Stop challenging these systems, and they weaken without you even noticing until that first scary stumble. Try this right now if you can. Stand near something sturdy and lift one foot slightly off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds? If not, your body is telling you something important. The good news: it's never too late to improve. Simple habits like standing on one foot during commercials, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or even just shifting your weight from foot to foot while standing can make all the difference. Remember, balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's about maintaining the confidence to stay active, to travel, to play with grandkids, to live life on your terms. And that's worth a few minutes of practice each day. Let's talk about something so simple, yet so powerful: water. You might think, drink when I'm thirsty? What's the big deal? But here's the catch: after 60, your body's thirst signals become weaker. often making you dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. And dehydration isn't just about dry mouth. It's secretly draining your energy, stiffening your joints, and even fogging up your thinking. Take Walter, a 76-year-old who came to me complaining about constant headaches and dizziness. He insisted he drank enough. A few cups of coffee in the morning, some water with meals. But when we tracked his actual fluid intake, he was barely getting half of what his body needed. The fix was surprisingly easy. He started keeping a filled water bottle nearby, sipping throughout the day, and swapping one coffee for herbal tea. Within days, his headaches vanished, and he felt sharper than he had in months. Here's why this matters. Water lubricates your joints, fuels your brain, and helps your heart pump blood efficiently. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood thickens, making your heart work harder. You might mistake dehydration for fatigue, stiffness, or even forgetfulness, all while missing the real culprit. Try this quick test. Check the color of your urine first thing in the morning. If it's darker than pale straw, your body's waving a red flag. The solution: make water a habit, not an afterthought. Set reminders if needed. Flavor it with lemon or cucumber if plain water doesn't excite you. And always have a bottle within reach. Your joints, brain, and energy levels will thank you. So there you have it. 5 sneaky habits that might be holding you back, and more importantly, exactly how to flip them starting today. Remember, aging isn't about loss, it's about adaptation. Small tweaks, like moving more often, prioritizing protein, protecting your sleep, practicing balance, and sipping water, add up to massive differences in how you feel every day. You don't need perfection, just progress. Maybe today you set a timer to stand up every hour. Tomorrow, you add an extra protein snack. Bit by bit, you'll rebuild the strength, energy, and confidence to enjoy your years ahead fully. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 habits resonated most? Or maybe you've already tried one of these changes? Share in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. If this video helped you, hit like and share it with a friend who'd benefit. Here's to your health and to living all your days feeling vibrant, strong, and truly alive.